Okay, you're against a pretty decent team. Where the fuck is your cam? There we go. Nice rollout. Okay, yeah, okay, around this sort of position is fine. But I was about to say, especially like as you get to these like higher divs, I think there's more and more soldiers going for this dumb fucking fast rollout, and you need to respect it. People are quite good at it, and it's not like a fight that's in your favor. So I wouldn't go past the like line of this rock if you want to be really safe. You don't go past the rock, basically. You're kind of pushing the limit here, but not really. It's also super nitpicky. But it's like it becomes really major at the higher levels, like in Prem especially. But if you're playing against a good soldier, don't do this shit. Yeah, exactly. They know how to strafe. They can go faster as well, and they hit the rockets better. Like just everything about it is just harder. So the only thing that you can do about it really is you just need to respect them. You need to not go for the pack. You can do the Cadus rollout if you want to go to the pack, because you get there super fast and like the fight isn't so bad at that point. And you're kind of healthy, you're going to be like 150 with the pack. But so long as you haven't done the Cadus rollout, you can't really walk past this rock towards the left. And you can roll out Sewer is like one way of countering it, but then some soldiers also know super fast ones for that. Yeah, honestly, like I'm just not a fan of the Cadus rollout. I think there's not like enough. The risk reward isn't worth it. I used to know how to do it, and I actually don't know how to do it now, probably because I haven't done it in ages. I don't think it's worth going for. It probably is in the lower divs, but in the higher divs, there's always like some guy with a spoon landing on your head. But with rockets, it's always just it's always annoying. If the enemy team's soldiers are bad, then there's a massive point in it. But you know, you shouldn't rely on like the enemy team being bad. Yeah, this guy's going for you no matter what. Nice defensive sticky. Okay. Unlucky that you get sticky sniped, but it's fine. You trade out for the soldier. I kind of see what your team does here. Trading for that guy isn't so bad. It's like, you know, that you kind of did as much as you could. What I will say though is like you did get somewhat punished for like pushing the limits of this. Like against some soldiers, I even like if I know that a soldier's going to commit into me, even if I'm playing it smart, I'll play like in the choke and just wait for my team. But it's the first mid of the map. You can't know that he's going to go for that necessarily. So only problem I have with this is like going this far forward. Like if you were behind like this line, you probably have a better chance of surviving. Then your team just loses another, and they'll have horrible health and position. So you end up losing the mid. The hell? He gets out IT. That's sick. Okay, you have a flower behind. You re-enter mid. I like this decision from your team. Okay, you get forced. I don't like the way your team re-enters that, but that's not a Demoman thing. Nice surf, but that guy's got you caught. I think that was a team thing. You're not healthy enough to be like doing what you were doing there. But I don't think that's a you thing. That's a cool thing. Because everyone had pretty poor health there. Kind of want to check out what happens there, to be honest. Yeah, nah, it's just you can't really force that. Like you should. I think potentially one thing you could have done different is like request a bow. But like if it's not going to be given to you, or they're like trying to force their way in, then that's also bad, because it's like bad to have your med turn his head when you're trying to get through a choke. But like, that's, you know, if he turns, that's on him rather than on you for asking for the bow at the wrong time. Just I don't know, it's just super wacky to try and force your way in that quickly. You definitely could have like waited a bit longer for sure.
The control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert. The control point is being captured.
Yeah, I mean, you even do good jumps to like minimize the damage. Yeah, you could have gone a bow there at some point. You were walking in a straight line, so it's like partially on you for like not standing still or like asking for it. If that didn't happen, I don't know. I don't have the comms. And it's like partially on your med for not hitting you with the bow when you're walking in a straight line and half health. This is an impossible task. Like, in fact, like being in the choke at 90 health is like a rough place to be. Yeah. So just like communicate more, stuff like that. Tercia is a pretty decent med. But you're forcing your way in. You're hurt. Get a flash and get juggled out right as you get unflashed. That's unlucky as hell. That it hits you for damage. Yeah, but it's just a poor call. A big thing is like communicate what can and can't be done. You can't be in that choke at 100-ish health. And it's like partially on your team to know that, but if you know it and they don't, then you can tell them that. But that call was never going to work in that way. The other thing is so like spacing wise, like your scout wasn't ahead of you. You could have just, especially with the amount of health you had, you could have just baited. That would have been like a completely reasonable time to just bait hard. Yeah, you have no like damage represented to like help the exchange. Like you're probably gonna have an even, like this is a horrible exchange, and it could have just been it would have been one of those situations where you probably use in and then don't even get the Uber out. But that's better than using in and losing 2 and just having a horrible exchange. You'd rather have 6 up and Uber disad than 4 up even Ubers. So that's like the other thing. You could have baited here and it would have been completely reasonable. Yeah, usually let your scout be ahead of you. Okay. Kind of spent too long on that, but I don't know, it's kind of worth going over, I think. Holy shit, Philip is in.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
This team you're against a Div1 team, right? Or, I don't know. I think it is at least, maybe I'm wrong. I know they're a pretty decent team. They have some decent players overall. Flower feeds. You guys are giving up all of lobby in even Ubers, which is like, especially when you're down 1. You're kind of lucky that they're doing nothing off it, but and this isn't on you as demo, because you can just hold 1 and roll out better than a soldier could. But your entire team being this like top area far back isn't good. I get that it's uncomfortable to be so close to without Uber, but they also don't have Uber, so you can't give up lobby for free here. If the enemy seems smart right now, they just flood lobby. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what they're doing. They have all of the left side of last to like deal with here. Okay, this is pretty nice from you. Don't have heal beam on you though. Yeah, that's rough. Okay. I don't know, I kind of like that decision from you, but so one thing, I feel like you're kind of unaware of the left of the things that are already in, and 2, for some reason the heal beam gets off you at some point. So I don't know what that is. That's either a miscommunication or just, you know, unlucky that your med doesn't keep healing you there, or like someone else took damage or something. But it was a bit too aggressive. But generally speaking, I like the decision to try and fight lobby when they're trying to force their way through. That's like the correct thing to do. It's good to like look at the door that has the heal beam on it. Now they're gonna try. Big thing is, I guess, is try value your life more. You can just play from the mid range. You don't have to go close to lock down a door as demo. That's like a luxury you have over soldier. Okay, you spawn, you're down 1. Nice damage. Damage on the med is a bit irrelevant, but it's like what you're presented. Nice pipes. Yeah, you tried to do as much damage as you could as a spawner. It's pretty good. I think you used all your stickies, then you switched to pipes. Maybe mix up the weapons a bit more, but you know, you used all your stickies before switching to pipes. That's generally a better thing to do than use like only pipes and then like die when you have 5 stickies loaded or something. Nice, nice rollouts in general. Yeah, you're going way too far forward here. Nice air sticky though. If that hit, it kind of looks like it did. Okay, as soon as okay, this is good. As soon as whenever a soldier gets into your IT, you kind of just want to take the right side. You can't keep going left because he can just like play that corner and like shoot you guys in the back as you try and walk across. I was a bit worried that you were gonna keep going left there, but you don't. I like the arcing the stickies a lot. That's really good damage. Yeah, you're shitting on these guys. Need a bow though, that's good. Stop for the bow. Unlucky. Damn. It's a bit arguable whether you should... Nah, you should have looked at those soldiers. You thought those 2 were out. I was about to say though, there's a... Nah, never mind. Just never mind what I said. I think that's just unlucky. Didn't hit the pipes on the soldiers quick enough. And your entire team got blown up by them, not just you. So it's just nice bombs from them, pull a deny from your scouts, and you guys weren't in the greatest pause. Yeah, definitely made sense here, don't worry. I was about to say, but if these 2 were not so far out, you definitely should keep looking at these guys, because there's a world where like the damage you get on like the demo and med is relevant for the chase for Sega. Because this isn't that comfy for them. Scout versus demo med. Man, Eskimo, shut the fuck up. Oh, rough. Okay. Your team should not be going to mid here. Yeah. Okay. So now they have full ad and 2 picks. And your spawners are on different timers. You need to live here. Yeah, okay. Your traps don't have to be great, they just need to delay. Okay. Yeah, never go towards this left side. That's not your job, ever, as a demo. You can trap it from like a bit far away. But, so, leaving rollout is fine. If you want it to be really safe, because it's super important that you get out here, by the way. If you want to be really safe, you should just always be on the door that your pocket scout and medic are leaving as well, though. There's no reason for you to be here. I say this as someone who does this. It's not good. It's a bad habit. Whenever you're leaving a point on full disad, just leave as the same door as them, because there's a world where you like get caught out here. There's a soldier flying through the sky, and their combos staring you down, and you're completely alone here except for this soldier, and potentially like scout and medic helping you through one. Okay, they use. You get out. I know it sounds nitpicky, but I say this as someone who's been punished for the very same things that I'm seeing. Okay, you kind of spewed a load a bit, but yeah. Definitely, I also feel like you saw people leaving towards 3 and 4, like lobby there. Don't go for the harder shots on like people jumping through the sky and shit. Honestly, the best thing you could have done with that Uber is walk towards 3 and like see if you can cut off people still trying to leave lobby. Like you can cut off the pack, this area like right behind you. If you cut off these stairs with that Uber, even if you like don't end up getting them, it still like would have been like probably the best thing to try doing there. That could have been a nice thing to see at least. Maybe I'm wrong about seeing the guys leaving 3-4. Yeah, let alone him being relevant. It's just super hard for you to do anything about him. Like even if you're Ubered and have a whole clip, you're not always going to hit that shot. And you know that what we just saw is proof of it. He's someone else's job. Your job is like keep people that are not in out, and then try catch out people who think that they're out. You know. Demo is the best at that than like any other class. Someone thinks they're out, 2 stickies get arced in front of their exit, they're fucking dead, you know? defensive stickies in like a chaotic situation where there's like people in all sorts of directions is like a super good habit to get into. It still wouldn't potentially still could have like played out the same where you get like no kills. Not that it matters. Your team had 3 kills overall, but it would have. It's like a good fundamental to just lay down like random stickies in places where people want to be in chaos fights. You know, packs, doors, exits. Just stickying up relevant places is super nice. And then having the pipes out for like defense, you know, something like that. Okay, I like you cutting off the door. I like you walking that way.
We have secured the control point.
Wait, why have I done that? How did I do that even? Motherfuck. Nice damage top. Good work focusing the top players. I like how far forward you go with 260. It's pretty good. Oh, they have Uber. Never mind. Okay, I dislike this. I was not paying attention to Ubers. It's insane that you get a kill there. I think your team might wipe here though. I think this might not just be a you thing, but everyone on your team thing. You guys were so far forward. Okay, yes. Nah, okay, you lose 2, but you live somehow, which is insane. Yeah. Okay. Okay, even if that push is called, you can go like for like some sort of chase into mid off of the fact that they're not set up properly, right? Even with the free spawners. It's not a great call, but like you can make it work. You need to recognize that as demo, like it's not really on you to do too much there. The best play for you there is like for you and Tercio to like bait and choke, you sticky up high on the choke to kill like things feeding for you, and like have pipes out for defense, and like, you know, spam, like create some amount of space for your scouts and soldiers to like work the force. So it starts off really well with you like stickying guys, but like as soon as you start going really far forward, it becomes like really rough for you. You know, like you're so far forward that you can't even like get out in time on second, even though you're not immediately dead to the Uber. Yeah, you should have escaped with the rest of your team. I think you do the same thing as you do the same thing as earlier, where you just don't leave the same way as the rest of your combo. Your highest chance of escaping is always with your med and scout. It can be hard if you're not aware of where they are, but that's like a skill you can work on. Like just constantly look around for like and like ask and mumble like, where are you guys leaving? Which door do we plan on leaving through? Even in a chaotic situation, there's probably someone calling it. And if there isn't, make sure someone is. It's probably going to be your scout or med. Like, I want to leave this door, or we're closer to this door, let's leave here. Stuff like that. Make sure you're paying attention to it as well.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Yeah, you do nice damage in it, so it's not completely catastrophic. Like, you get their demo, but now it's looking rough because you're down 2, even though you have full ad, and you lose another. Oh, okay, rough round. Okay, too far forward again. They didn't go for you.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Nice sticky, but yeah, okay. Dropping off your position to the center of point first, like that, just to like shoot a guy is this is what's gonna happen if you do that. Also, where was the rest of the team? They were on the right side, so either you were baited or you didn't follow the direction that your team was meant to be going. One of the two. It's some sort of miscommunication. Maybe they just end up surfing that way. It still is the same as them baiting you, or you not following the direction. But just try have more awareness of your combo. Like one of the things that's gonna help most is just yeah, that's rough. Even if that's the case though, you don't have to follow the commit callers demo. You should just rotate to your scout and med. Odds are there's gonna be stuff on them that you can help kill in the worst case. Like you're never really like truly baiting as demo, except for when you are. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain. It wouldn't be considered baiting if you didn't commit, basically, because it's not your job to be like in and dying as demo. I kind of want to rewatch that real quick.
The control point is being contested.
Ugh. Oh, okay, I already see what happens. Now that I think I already know what happens. You get left, that soldier lands on your Tim Tum, so everyone wants to go help Tim Tum with the fight. It's probably what ends up happening. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Tercio goes to you for like a second, then leaves you, because he has no one else with him but you. And he gets bombed? Okay, he just... Yeah, it's not your job to commit, and if, like, committing over here is never going to work out like too well. It can, but not in this setup. I'm being messaged on Steam, hold on. Okay. Yeah, committing over here is never gonna work, especially when your team is so split. You're already down one, he went in super early. Your other soldier is only just now going. You have one scout on top at half health, and Flower is getting to top at like 100-ish health. Yeah, your team is just like all over the place, basically. It's fine to have both scouts top and like you be on the floor, like your med on the floor. That makes like perfect sense on a mid like this, but like going over like the center is always gonna... So when Philip is here, where he is, that demo man is always gonna farm this demo man, you know, no matter what. Especially when he's got a scout and a med playing on him. So that like he has no pressure on him from like a soldier or something. He's 260, you're 260, but you're about to like have your med get surfed away. Yeah, I mean, so optimally, I guess you'd end up like more on the right, so and you play like across the health pack lane, if that makes sense. Like, I can't show it. Hold on, man. Yeah. Optimally, you would be far right, and so would your med. And you're playing across here and shooting at him, because this is a pretty, like, I wouldn't say it's favorable, but it's definitely not like a bad fight for you to take compared to this one where you're on here and he's up here shooting at you. Likewise though, this angle from point can work onto the guys up here, but they need to be distracted first, and they need to be like further along, like walking across, like. So you need to find the right timing on that. You can like do like a sort of like sack for massive damage like type of mid, right? Where like you chill a bit, don't show yourself too much. Your soldiers and scouts are fighting them on the right side, or like they're trying to push into you on the right side, and then you just like come here and like shit on their med demo, maybe scout as well. Like that can work, but if you're first onto the point there and they're not like too deep, you're always gonna get eaten alive like that. That or play far right. that or your entire team goes far left. Like basically your team was too split. Like where you ended up made sense given the circumstances, but it's not like a good situation to be in at all. Oh, Tim Tom has no ammo. Wait, I should get on your pub. Okay. Okay, I guess you just spawned and rolled out and saw like a chaotic situation. Best thing for you to be doing here is probably trapping lobby, to be honest. Kind of like this. You can spam point to support, yeah. Okay. Unlucky dirt. They're going to be coming here. You need to run. You saw the beam. Put any stickies you can on point. Resup, yeah. Okay, that's good. You play this well, but there's not too much you can do about it. I guess it might end up being a hold if you hit some pipes. Oh, close. You almost hit some juicy ones. Yeah, you play that pretty well. That's like kind of how you should play that. It's just, you know, it was a losing situation. Damn, this guy's mad. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is good. Moving right side when he goes IT. I like the arcing the stickies over. Okay, the last two stickies you fired were like a bit more pointless. You should have been reloading there. I feel like 2 free stickies here is like enough like to buy space or like insta give a guy. So again, super nitpicky, but it's relevant. So right now you don't have too many stickies in the clip, yeah. Yeah, you end up super deep. Your team is... Okay, you're... Kind of want to see what your team does there. I don't think it's too bad what you did. It looks like you could feed, obviously, but... I've played that mid out before, like that before as well. Many a time. I guess they're fighting players top and getting other kills. Or they got early kills on other guys. I think if your team was preoccupied, you basically just can't commit, basically, is the thing here. So this is like... hold on. Let's just see what happens.
Our control point is being captured. Alert. The control point is being captured.
Okay. The other thing is if you're faster on this rotate here, you can often stand here for a bow, and you can like you have a lot of vision on this lane, which is like the side your team is going anyway. If you like just sit here as your med turns the corner, he can bow you. It's like another like small optimization thing. Only if it's safe, of course, but it's pretty safe here in this scenario. Okay, Tim Tom gets the guy in IT. But he's too weak to get into the mid, pretty much. And they're all playing on the opposite side to you. Okay. Yeah, big thing is you have no one ahead of you. You have no scout ahead of you, and you have no soldier bomb currently in. So this is a bit too aggressive, probably. Yeah, and you're being bombed yourself, so you should just be chilling here. This is either there's like 2 explanations to this. It's like a miscommunication where you're calling to commit, and like no one is saying that they can't go, or like yeah, someone called to commit and then you're the only one that ends up going, or it's like a someone else makes like a baity commit call when like everyone knows that you have to deal with this guy and clean him up before you can go. The only thing that you can really do about this is like for you need to have like a bit more like awareness. So like honestly, like it seems risky, but like if you have like the time in a fight to just like quickly look back and see where your team is like and what's happening to them, If you do that, this situation probably could have been avoided because you just turn around and see there's a soldier on your med. You don't even need to shoot him. You can keep looking forward afterwards, but just press S so that you're close to your team and not dying alone. Because right now they're gonna farm you. I'm fairly certain this guy and this guy are all gonna start looking at you, and you're alone here. You have no one with you. Yeah, that's 100% what ends up happening. Yeah. So, like, besides like on a team level avoiding this situation, the only thing that you could have done is like you can have like more awareness to avoid this yourself, basically. Avoid being baited or feeding, however you want to phrase it. It could be either or. Yeah, if no one called to commit, there's 100% no reason for you to be playing like this. Especially when you don't have beam on you. Like, the fact that there's no beam on you is like a really good, like, that's like an indicator on your HUD that like, am I in the right place to be committing? If you want to commit as demo, you often need beam on you. Unless it's called that like, oh, we're going to run over with the scout and demo is just going to follow. Like on this type of mid especially, because you're pushing through this like sort of like tight area, it's often the demo you want to beam, not the scout. Yeah, you just go in with no support.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
And like this would have been a time where it's acceptable for you to like actually look at people, because these guys are so irrelevant if you're not here. That scout and demo only had worth because you like decided to like overextend. If you were far back playing with your team and just defending your med from the soldier and scout that got on him, you live and so does he, most likely. In like a lot of situations at least. And these three guys are just like really far back and like baiting their entire team. So they just leave. Still get mid though. It's like kinda nice from your team.
Time has been added.
Dude, this game is so fast when you put it on 100. You're too far forward here. Yeah, this is way too far forward. Going this far forward was so risky. Because if they just use, you're dead. And like right now, this is risky as well. Like this guy could just like land on your head and blast you. Okay. Yeah, playing around IT is good. I like this. Yeah, you were such a late spawner. It's like so big thing is I talked about this in other demo reviews. Don't get greedy to set up traps. If you're gonna set up a trap and die to set it up, it's not worth it. You often have far more value. Like if you're late, or like let's say like a survivor from a fight, like you have more value setting up a trap on the next point than setting up a trap on the current point where it's like risky to set up the trap. So I guess you live here anyway, but you also don't overextend it that far, and you didn't really like go like unaware mode, just like staring at this crate trapping it or something.
The control point is being captured.
Yeah, this trap is so pointless. You're down so many people. You should be way further out. Yeah, your other guys are leaving as well. You could be trapping something else while you leave instead.
Control point.
That's fine. You might be caught out by the soldier. You're not, because he's unaware. You need to keep running here.
Our control point is being captured.
Okay. Okay, I guess that ends up fine, but again, same thing as earlier. I haven't seen you leave with your combo once. Like I said, I'm guilty of this as well, but it's really bad. That's how you get caught out and punished by good flank players. Good players in general. Okay. Even he was on last, I guess you hold lobby. Okay, that guy's through. Nice, sticky. Okay. One thing you guys can try out is demo holding one on rollout. Reason is, Soldier is super good in lobby. Demo is obviously really good in it as well, but like, you want to maximize a class like Soldier. And Soldier has a really hard time holding both one and rollout. He can really only lock down one at a time. Demo can lock down both doors, or semi-lock down both doors at least. So, like I said though, you don't really have to try it. Like, Demo lobby can work. It's not horrible. But if you're like uncomfortable on this last hole, definitely something to worth like. It's worth considering. There's a lot of strong traps in lobby. Okay, you get another pick. I like making space for your sniper in this way. It's pretty nice. You can spam pipes as well. Okay, this is an insane decision, but you shit on that guy. Okay, you use, they drop. Okay. It's pretty nice coordination from your team. It's like a bit of like a crazy decision, but you guys make it work. And I like the way you play it as well. It's fine. It works because you were coordinated, that's why. And your sniper dropped the med after using first. So that's like the other part of it. It's like a combination of like you guys didn't bait each other and it was like well coordinated and people hit nice shots. And they weren't ready for it. There's like the three reasons it worked. He's a motherfucking cheater. Okay. You're going IT despite not having the Uber yet. Yeah, you don't want to. So yeah, I was gonna say going that deep alone is bad because you might get caught out by a soldier. And second of all, you don't. If you're doing an IT push, IT relies on like surprise. Big thing with an IT push is like rule one, like don't show yourself early, don't telegraph it, don't ruin the surprise factor. Rule number two, like once you are cooled, like you know that someone has seen you, you keep holding W. Like you know, you commit to the plan. You don't just like back out because someone called you. Unless it was super early on in the thing. Yeah, like at this point, you know this guy's seen you. You keep going lower because you could also be top. They have a sniper, so you use. Your jump gets stuffed. Yeah, it's unlucky. You're not really gonna find anything with this. Okay, now they have Vlad. Trap up some stuff and then just get to choke, ready to leave. Oh, your team is not ready. Including you. This is epic though. Okay. Yeah, that's just not being ready for you, but like no, but like that's like a most. So you could have just been ready to leave choke. You could have sticky jumped out instead of putting traps up. Like I said, this is essentially that same scenario. You had to reload before putting the traps up, so that's even more time that they're moving. But you're putting traps up instead of leaving when really it should look like you should leave and then put traps up, not put traps up then leave. I said this earlier. That's like a really good, like, if you can remember to do that, yeah, you might not get so many like haha epic like exit pick sort of stuff going on, but you're gonna live more and you'll probably even get more trap kills on the next point anyway. And the pick on the enemy team's entry is probably worth more than a pick like as you leave and they enter. Because then you can consider staying even on this ad or something like that. Or it might make them stop going on the ad push. It might make it suddenly unpushable for them if they're now down like their pocket scout or their demo or something. So that's like a really nice rule to follow. To leave and then put the trap up rather than trap and then leave. Because oftentimes as well is when you put up these sort of traps that as you're leaving, you often can't watch them anyway. So you're often relying on a timing or like blind dating someone for a kill. Which is no point when you can just set up like, you have more time on mid to set up like a nicer trap because you left early. That has a higher chance of working and you can actually watch it properly. Okay, they're coming IT, they still have ad. You're a little far forward here. Okay, now you're in a nice position and you're ready to leave with your combo. Your med drops, you were kind of unaware of them coming that way, but luckily they drop. I think that's on you, that's like a comms thing again. Okay, I kind of want to rewatch that wacky situation again. That's fucking sick HP. But the thing is, with a demo review, you don't talk about mechanical failures, you know? I'm not going to talk about missing and hitting shots in the demo. What I can talk about, though, is pissing techniques. And good practices with the toilet, such as leaving the seat up or down. You need any help you can get. Okay. I'm not surprised. How far back did I go? Okay, you guys wiped on last.
Point is being captured. Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Okay, I want to watch this strange situation here. I want to go to someone irrelevant so I can see you through walls. Perfect. Okay, as soon as this guy dies, you know that there's only this. So this is a team decision, like a cool thing. There is no real reason to leave one. As soon as the med drops, even if you're already leaving one because you're afraid of the Uber, you could have just ran out one as soon as the med drops. Like all three of you, Sega, Tercio, run out one and run to point, kill anyone there, so it counts as blocking point, and then you also have good position on top of point to deal with the feeders behind you. That your flank is dealing with as well anyway. Yeah, right now you're making this hard on yourself, and you make it like super chaotic. Okay. Yeah, you're playing tight in your combo. Get that kill. This guy's gonna end up capping second. There's another soldier in lobby. The team ends up running away for some reason, and you're alone leaving one, and you get caught out by like a random guy, I guess. Yeah. Is there a guy on last? Oh, that was it. Never mind. Okay, it makes sense that you run back then. Wait, was there a guy on last? I didn't see any. Oh, there was. There's a weapon. That's unlucky then. That kind of has to be dealt with that way, and you kind of have to die with the door that you chose to leave through. I wouldn't really say it's like a mistake from you. If you were omniscient, you wouldn't die that way, but... Who is, man? Okay. Is sewer trapped? Thank God. Okay, you're probably alive now. Cool, you're here. Okay, you take this for free. Most likely. These are like random stickies to be shooting. It's not gonna matter because like they just leave and you have time to reload. But you could just been charging the stickies to poke him out. Oh, so this is a mistake. This is a mistake. You see them leave, but then you don't go lock it out. You just like go to the cap and start capping, and you're even further back than most of your team. So now they have to exchange. You have a pick and they still have a sniper, so this is probably gonna end up fine. But like this is going to be an even better situation if they want to force their way through a choke at you. I guess that there's a sniper threat. We should drop to here and then come play close from here and just like try lock out the choke as best as you can. The other reason you can't really lock out the choke is because you wasted a bunch of stickies, like just putting random stickies on the floor. So the best play for you to do was like from here, drop off to here, play from like this area where your scout currently is, and just like, you know, jiggle peek it, like try sticky them out. And Tercio has to be tanking you during that, because they're likely going to be pressuring you. Okay, yeah, you're going to get dropped. This guy's going to get saved. So the exchange is played pretty poorly as well. You either need to run away from that, or you need to... So it's either it's like played like kind of bad from you. You could have just jumped away. You were healthy enough to, and had like enough distance between you and the scout to jump away. And that, or, you know, your scout and med shouldn't have ran so deep and they should have tried to flash you. So there's some sort of miscommunication going on there. That you need to call like, I need to be in this, like, or I'll die. Or you need to say like, I'm staying out of this, it's a solo. Both like lines of play would have been like preferable to this, even though I think one of them is probably better than the other. Rough. Who the fuck is Danny Pickles? Is that Zoe? Is that who it is? Okay. Trapping lobby when it's disad, but you know that they don't have Uber yet is good. I like not a sticking point here. But as soon as you know that you're going to be setting up for disad, you should always have point sticky. This is one of the few maps where it's a bit more reasonable to not sticky point though. Like you can get away with a sticking point as they enter because you're playing from spawn, or you should be playing it from spawn. Team doesn't have a gun, so it's going to be a hard hold. But they also have a sniper, so their push is either going to be insanely good or insanely shit, depending on how many headshots he hits. And how out of position you guys are as well, to the Uber. HR is in like some random ass place. Okay, you're sticking point now. You need to get out right side, you resup. Yeah, so this is the danger in what you've done, but your soldiers are ready to block, so that's good. Okay. Pretty nice. So I will say, as I said, Process is one of the few lasts where you don't need all 8 sticks on point, and you can sticky the doors, but you need to have a reason behind doing it. I wouldn't just like put up random traps up and like be like, haha, this is epic, right? You need to know that like this guy likes getting through this door, like because he's done it on every other last push or something, or like they neglect the point, right? If they don't play point very well, you don't need to sticky it because they're just going for frags. And then any like trap kill you get is going to make that plan so much harder for them, and you're unpunished for not sticking point. Other than that, always have 8 stickies on point. Always have 8 stickies on point on like every other map as well. Like Process is the only map where you can kind of get away with it. And as I said, have a reason for it. Don't just mindlessly go like, oh, this is epic. But pretty nice hold, to be honest. I like playing the spawn is good. It's the best thing Demo can do on this last. Okay. Even though you're not first through the door, you check. That's a good habit. What the fuck? Is he typing in chat? He's typing in chat. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck, bro? You're standing in front of people. Go choke! Okay, this is good. You actually locked out the choke. So, yeah, I was gonna say earlier as well, like, when you see people leave a choke, it's even more important that you trap it up. Because, it's free to trap it up at that point, right? It's not free when they're, like, actively, like, trying to press you. Yeah, that for no reason. True. I didn't see it. That is a real thing. I haven't been calling that out. I usually try and pay attention to that. That's probably true. I didn't see it. Okay. Deathscout and Demo are playing this like doofuses. Okay, and your soldier gets unlucky, and there's a guy in. Nice punish. Unlucky that you die for that soldier, but nice punish on the scout. That was epic. You keep looking at the choke when there's like a lot of pressure on you and like a lot of guys in your face. That's good play. Oh, Always punish the bean. Rule number 1. Okay, your team is getting punished as fuck right here. Never mind, see, you guys are fucking boss. Yes, baby. Okay, he deserves to live there, to be honest. That guy cringed his pistol super hard on him. What do you guys mean, how? I knew he was living there since 2013. Oh, little turn, little turn. I don't like that. Unpunished right there. I'm in the past. In the past, I knew what would happen in the future. Okay. I like your target selection, just unlucky you don't hit. It's good that you're trying to shoot that guy. You get Ubidon. Oh, it's fucking crunchy as hell. Oh, you have no soldiers. You need to be all the way out here. Yeah. Going forward there is not the play. Honestly, as soon as that guy like runs back into IT and the rest of the team is out lobby, you just need to be running out at that point because you're never gonna get anything there as demo. If you do, you're gonna like die immediately after. So it's like massive coin toss whether you do get something. Yeah, as soon as that scout turns the corner of IT and the combo turns the corner of lobby, you need to be like turning around and sticky jumping out. Like leave Tercio for dead. Even has scouts to run him out, he'd probably be fine if you all made the decision to just run out choke and potentially try and hold the choke for the people feeding into you early on the chase. Because if their chase is unorganized, you can get 2 frags of your own, and then suddenly you now have two picks because your spawns are better. But that's like a whole team decision, you know. If no one made the call to run out, then it's over. I would think so, yeah. Tercio's a calling kind of guy. Maybe Sega calls? He's like kind of, he talks a lot, kinda. This, I think the one time I played with him, I think he talked a lot. It's pretty nice. Bing Bing Mac, aka Crazy Frog Fucker. Roll out Bing Bing. Okay, nice man. Fuck you, Hugo. How does Eon have a sword but Hugo doesn't? I really fucked up there. I gotta fix that at some point, but not right now. Okay.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Yeah, facts. Okay. You spawn. Yeah, you gravitate towards this left side, and I guess they keep going IT, but like, it's so hard to watch those traps safely. Okay, you should just be out here. Yeah, that pipe. Oh, your team is fighting. What the fuck? Okay, Tercio and Sega are in deep. Okay, that just seems like an insane decision from your team. You're not like playing like on each other all there, and then you decide to like, and then your Scout and Med go in through 1 first. I don't think there's too much to be said about that. It's just an insane decision. It can work if you were like set up for it properly. Like there's the rebust isn't an insane decision like because it's a rebust. It's an insane decision because of like everyone was in different places and you had no soldiers like making space for you or anything. I didn't see what just happened there, but that was probably pretty nice. Okay, you're fucking this guy up as well. What the fuck you guys are in? This is beast. Nice awareness and then just like turning away because you know it's not your problem. This is the sort of stuff I'm on about. Okay, now walking through here is insane. Going like ending up like in this area when your Scout and Med are in sewer is just insanity. You should be sitting on the other side of the choke. You shouldn't even be inside the choke. You're sitting inside the choke, you're just gonna catch spam or like get bombed and die. You want to be sitting on the other side of it and like either following your combo sewer or like knowing that they're gonna come back to you after they either get the kill or let that guy away. You need to just rotate to choke. Yeah, combo and sewer isn't pure troll, but it's like it's close to it. Like they should chase that guy, and then as soon as he's out that door, they can just rotate back to Zam's choke, and they can keep pushing choke. That way he could have followed them sewer, but I dislike that because then you're pushing through sewer, and they know it's coming. It's insane you don't get punished here, but I guess they have no demo and everyone else was hurt. Okay, you're first through the choke, which is a bit iffy. but it's not too big a deal. Tercia gets blasted. Yeah, you're trying to fight the guys top, but you don't make it easy on yourself. You're not like at the like right sort of like distance to be shooting the guys top, so you need to hit like crazy upwards direct pipes or like massively slow like long arced stickies, which are like unlikely to hit. You want to play like, so you know, the like, so you dropped off of the like health pack platform to play point there, but there's like no reason for you to, so long as there's people up top, because those people up top now have like an insane angle on you, and you have like the most dog shit angle on them. You're like making your life hard for no reason, but now you're in like this salvage situation. And again, everyone else was so far back that this is one of the few times where you should have helped defend your med, I think. Especially because you're right on him. You had like good awareness of the situation, you know nothing else is really going to come surprise you. There's like some guys on top. But this would have been a time where it's like very forgivable for you to just pull the pipes out, defend your med. Yeah, playing this lane, you're again, so now you're super isolated. You have like a guy on cap ahead of you, I guess, that they have to deal with first, but like, you're not really doing anything here. Like, you should just, if you're not really doing anything and you know that you can't really do anything in this situation as demo with no heals, you should just be getting ready to leave choke, and like, you could be having like an epic trap up on second. Or like, even, you could even have been trapping mid. You could have been trapping top, like the Cadus spot, and then just running away and baiting your scout on point. It's a massive bait, but, you know, like I said, it's completely reasonable for you to bait in a situation like this. He could have gone for the med if other people did. I don't like him going for it solo. That's mostly just feed. From the Yak playbook. Yeah, and then he gets caught out because he left like alone and late. So like whenever you're not really sure what to be doing in a chaos situation, if like no one's making a call. No, because that's the thing. He's dying anyway, only because of the decision he made, like of like ending up there. He could also just live and like go choke. I do agree with that. Like if you're gonna die, you should feed, especially as a class like demo, because like being stuck behind or like having a bad spawn timer is awful. But yeah, that like probably is the next best thing he can do. But like the best thing is for just him to live. He can easily live there in that situation. He could just jumped back out to choke, set up a trap on second. If there's no like serious sort of like call that like everyone in his team is following, that like we're gonna recollapse and chase for the med like 5v5. But if that call isn't being made, or if it's an impossible call to follow, then he shouldn't be in on it. He should just be out. There's no reason he couldn't have just been out choke and setting up traps choke on second, or like, yeah, he has so much time to set up like some sort of epic trap on second if he knows any nice ones. What the Tim Tom? Okay. And everyone talking about the Medigun crosshair, man. Who cares? Nice air sticky. But this is a really ballsy decision. Okay, he gets fucking fisted. Okay. I again though, like I will say, like I dislike that decision. It just worked out well. Hey Dagger. I will say though, like doing that is fine if it's like if you've been losing every mid, no matter if you play passive or not. So like, let's say like the only chance you have to win the mid is by doing that, then that's like the right thing to do because you're giving your team an out. But it's probably not the only thing that you could have been doing. Why pause so much? I want to talk, man. It's literally a demo review. This is Talkament. Okay, I like the trap stuff and choke. Okay. Nice work shooting at that guy. Unlucky that you don't hit him for a bit more. only thing I was like a bit worried about there, which you almost did get punished for, was like you had like no awareness of the guys trying to defend like their scout from you, or like very low awareness of it from the look of it, because you weren't really you played with no fear there, which can be good. Who is this? Nice. Who is that? Kill him! Seize that man! Oh motherfuck, he's out. And you're down to Roma. Okay, I still like this though. Whoa! That's a very insane person decision. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to jump there in even Ubers. It somehow doesn't even go that catastrophically for your team. Was it full ad or something? Did your Roma get the force? Okay, it was full ad. Never mind. Well, I don't know. Then that's. It's still like a bit wacky because you could have taken it for free and like you didn't really see a reason to bomb. Yeah, like yeah. So okay, never mind. I didn't see the full ad part, but you can't really like. So even with an Uber, you can't bomb onto point when there's like a scout or soldier up there. You can bomb like and like circle around even maybe. That could have worked. You want to be safe after you bomb is the big thing as demo. It's like any class really. Okay, I didn't know it was full ad. That's my bad for not following the game properly. Yeah, I do agree with that. Like he could have bombed the forward spawn and like owned the guy's one, assuming there's people there. Yeah, that makes sense. But like they have to deal with like the random guys feeding into them. So like you don't want to bomb in like an Uber where like so many people are overextended and all in random different places. You just want to play as tight as possible and just frag them all like one by one as quickly as you can and get to some sort of nice position, which is either like the point or far back towards sewer are like the two like sort of nicest positions for that Uber to reset to. Yeah, so that's about it. Like so the bomb like timing was wrong, pretty much. There's no reason for him to commit though without the Uber on him. Like, I don't know, he could have called to Uber him and then just like go and run left. I agree with that. Like that would have worked, but Max are a bit smaller. True. Yeah, I do think he could have committed, but like he needs to be Ubered at the start of it, and like they need to run to him left. But like that might not have like made the most sense with the fact that people are just feeding into him. Like he's like just like he's making his entire team's job harder at that point. He could have just like been on self-defense mode, and like you get forced, but you kill like 3 or 4 people there probably. Okay, I'm tabbed out for some reason. Hold on. I'm on the wrong cam. Okay. This is kind of wild. Nice pipe though. Oh, they're full ad, and you're caught out. But you're out. Yeah, this is insane chaos going on right now. It kind of makes no sense that you get out there. It makes a bit of sense. You hit a pipe. Oh, you get dropped. They can't push with you. They have a sniper and they're down to you. They need to wait for the feed. They need to wait for the feed and play tight. Yeah, that's true as well. Like getting 2 for the Uber is fine. Like you don't mind getting forced so long as you get something for it. But like with a sniper, it's so hard to push. Like sniper down to you. How do you realistically push that? Oh, this lobby trap could be so delicious. They know too much. Sticky point now, now. Awesome. Okay. Going out the spawn door is unnecessary. Like committing to going out of it, but it works out nicely because they just miss their shots on you. You probably still could have kept Baying there. Like, just re-sticking point from spawn.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Yeah, Philip's in love with you, bro.
We have secured the control point.
No! I feel like he heard the uncloak, that's why you looked back as well, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa! The yak playbook. You should be trapping point here. You know they're gonna probably come block. There's not a spy behind. Okay, nice escape, nice pick. There you go, that's okay, so what you did just here is what you should be doing a lot more. Because you went and set up the trap in advance, you went to the right place to leave from in advance, and then you just, like, you got massively rewarded for it, because now you can easily leave, and you have a random pick. Kind of worrying that you're immediately pressing W with no one else ahead of you, but... Okay, you don't commit to it, that's fine. Spy's dead, they're down 2, but have ad, you're down 1. This is insane, like, you should just be further, you should just be trapping something close and then running away. Yeah, now you're caught out. But this could be like a whole team decision, considering it's not just you that's caught out, it's everyone. Just, I think your team as a whole just needs to respect Uber ads. Nice pipe plus surf combo. That's a pretty nice one, to be honest. Oh, it's choke fist. Wait, this is no longer fist. You do not have enough loaded to keep fighting that. Okay. I guess it's like last 5 minutes and you're down 4 rounds, so you're just trying random shit. Okay. Again, like running that way was just such a ballsy decision. You could have like spammed a bit from the right then left. Yeah, okay, you get punished for it pretty much. The fact that you don't leave quicker. You're always like one of the last out as demo. Like as demo, you and Med should be out first, you know? You should be baiting your scouts and soldiers as demo. I say that, but like Tercio often doesn't get out as well, but like, you know, your entire team needs to like change that. Basically. So it's not just you. It seems to be like sort of team like calls based decisions that are a bit wacky. You can even implement it yourself and just bait them as they do it though, and it would probably work out better for your team. Because you would get random trap kills and you'd be alive for like the next time that your team wants to like feed together. Okay, we'll check out the other one. Hey, do you guys have Alba? This Gar and Lemma as well. Okay, whatever. Nice rollout. Ooh, rough rollout. Ah, I remember you messaged me about this. You tried to do a crouch there into flower instead. Okay, the thing about the flower rollout is it's never going to be fast anyway. So you don't have to do a fast one. Obviously it's good to like go as fast as you can, but if you're not hitting this fast one, just do the old one. Like, it's going to be way more consistent. Okay, I kind of like your position here. Yeah, you turn around to see if your team's following you. Like, that's like a good habit. Nice damage on the scout and med. Yeah, their med is destroyed now. I like you repositioning like this. Okay. Good damage as well. You're just shitting on these guys. Oh, he's so destroyed. Oh, nice. He craters. Yeah, it's a pretty nice job. This is a pretty nice mid. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you get that jump down consistently, there's no reason not to do it, because it's not like going fast as possible through Flower is bad, but Flower is always going to be slower than a choke rollout. So if you want to go fast, go choke is the big thing. That was a really nice mid fight. Like, I don't think that was like anything you could have potentially done better. Tunneling the med is like can be bad, but like this mid is so free for like any projectile to just farm the med, and like so long as you there's no immediate pressure on you guys, you should just go for it, because it's often gonna ruin their plan for mid even if you don't kill him, because he's just gonna like want to pussy out and be like, oh, I'm hurt, I'm hurt. Okay. I just like your like weapon selection and like stuff here. You kind of just like spew a load like randomly, and you're like completely unaware of this right shutter, and you're like the only guy that can shut it down. I do agree with like continuing to shoot left for the most part, but like you see all these guys on them and you're having a hard time shooting at them. Don't take these hard shots. Just go shut down that right shutter for free. Something like burst through there now. Okay, no. Yeah. That or, you know, if you're going to be firing these sort of like hard shots to hit, don't even go for them. Reload a bit. You had to reload there as well. You kind of just spew your load. Which, like, can be the right thing to do. Especially if, like, there's just, like, a massive, like, stuff in front of you. Yeah, staying on the high ground is pretty decent. But, like committing is the right thing to do on the commit call. You don't have to sticky that shutter. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty decent. But like doing what you did isn't necessarily wrong. It was just sort of like there was no reason to continue doing it. Yeah, man, spewing the load, getting firing all 12 shots as fast as you can. You know, it can be the right thing to do, especially for hitting all the shots and like they're easy shots. But if they're hard shots and you're just like holding down mouse 1, you're making life hard for yourself, and you're probably just gonna end up dying. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like so in that scenario where like you already got the gun, you got a bunch of like entry damage, like early damage, and you see like that their team is in a horrible position. You have good cap time, and you have 2 soldier bombs coming in to crush them. The only thing at that point that could go wrong for your team is like a guy getting through that right door, and no one's like paying attention to it. That's the reason why I said about the right shutter. You shouldn't always lock down the right shutter, but if you want to simplify it and like you want to make it so Demo has 1 job on that last push, then yeah, that's I guess like a good place to start. That was a really nice round though, to be honest. The mid fight was really, really good. You played good position, you shot the right things. You had like pretty decent awareness from the look of it. Okay. Fail to crouch that, roll out again, but not massively. Like, to be honest, like, this is just, like, not that bad a situation to find yourself in. Being slow through Flower doesn't matter, you're gonna be slow anyway. Good early damage. Really fucking nice early damage. This is insanity. Okay. You didn't have to feed across the point. You did not have to push across the point at the slightest there, because you could have just done the exact same thing without holding W, and you would have been in a better position and probably not dying to that scout. Or maybe dying to that scout, but like making it harder for him to kill you, and then your teammates can have an easier kill on him. He's already 9 health, I guess, anyway, but it just could have been cleaner. That's like the only thing, but pretty nice mid again, overall. I say this as like someone who does the exact same thing. Like, it just feels right to hold W at these guys, but it's really easy to forget that as Demo, you could have just done this exact same thing, but without holding W. You would have done the exact same amount of damage, you just would have been in a better spot.
The control point is being captured.
That's a really hard habit to drop though. I mean, it's something I still do. Especially if like everyone in your team is like all hyped up, kind of like I'm in. You know, you want to hold W and like be in, but you were already in basically.
Our control point is being captured.
This is wacky. You just went down a guy. You need to look at choke. Okay, good. The soldier's on shotgun. I hate it. Oh, he's so crushed. Motherfuck. Is this Gar? I can't tell if this is Gar or not. I know this is a Swedish team. I don't know if he's on that one though. Oh. Oh, unlucky. Okay. That first sticky, like they didn't react to the crits being popped. They were all grouped up on the left, but you predicted them to move right. There's nothing really to say about that. That's just like whatever. That's you overthinking it. They weren't expecting the crits. You could have just killed. You could have killed like 3 people grouped inside each other there. That's insane. At this amount of health, you don't even need to repeak. Unlucky. Yeah, you can just set crit stickies up or something. Okay, nice. Okay, tip for whenever you're a demo man in Flower, like let's say you're playing around a sniper here, or like, you know, it's a stalemate and you're trying to work a pick here, or like get some space for a sack. Whenever you end up being the team that's like in the enemy Flower, don't sticky this to get soldier picks. Sticky this and sticky this. That's how you get the soldier pick for the bombing soldier. Especially this. This is so good. So that's a really nice one to try out. IMO. Okay, out to mid. They are full ad. Trap up mid and then dip through choke or cafe. Okay, you're not out quick enough again because they just used and you're being caught now. Yeah. Yeah, it's where they curve around.
The control point is being contested.
And it's like unexpected. Like this is expected as hell. And like soldiers who are smart enough know to like not like they can like they do like the MG fence shit where like they know like what distance they can be where they're still on the fence but without getting splashed from stuff hitting the side. So a good soldier can do that, but they can't avoid that one other than not jumping into it. And if they don't jump into it, then your scouts have an easier time shutting them down because they're not coming around a blind angle. Again though, like what just happened to you there was you're not leaving with your combo and you and your entire combo aren't leaving quick enough, like as a whole. Oh really? Okay, never mind then. I didn't know that. The fence in MG or the fence in Sunshine? I wouldn't have expected that. The Sunshine one. Okay, I did not know that. That's wild. Okay. So here, I see that you have like traps up and like not on point. This is one of the maps where you just have to trap point. It's super greedy to not do it. It's a super hard, actually I don't know. There's like some nice... I say this, but like, if they play point badly, again, you can do it, but... There's never any downside to putting 8 sticks on point, I feel like. You have some amount of 6 on point. Okay, this is fine-ish. On a map like this. Okay, you dep for 50 damage on the med. I don't know if that's a good idea. But I guess it ends up going fine. Yeah, nice work. Ooh, bit unaware of point and you jump into sticks, okay. Like, poorly played at the end, but I think it was a losing situation. I think if you had like managed your sticks better, you would have had more sticks loaded to keep delaying point. Potentially get kills if they feed into it. But otherwise you delay and get more spawners and then it's a potential hold. I'm being messaged on Steam. Okay, I'll look at that in a moment. We keep looking at the demo. So far the mids have been pretty nice. Nice damage on that scout. Nice damage on the demo. Yeah, so here's the thing. I really dislike you being here. This is such a terrifying position to be in. It's kind of insane that you're not, like, instantly exploding here. And you're kind of being punished for it. You're, like, really hurt. Yeah. You never want to be under the church as demo. You never want to be under the church so long as there's soldiers alive on the mid fight. Or, like, some sort of player that you're unaware of, which is going to happen on a mid fight. Oh, does something bad happen here? There's no way. Okay, yeah, your team knows because he was setting them up for too long. That's so greedy. Why did you have to put down all 8? Okay. You guys should repush this. He probably doesn't even have traps anywhere else because you know he had to jump out. Yeah. You basically keep playing that you know, there's a little ammo pack on mid. That you just keep playing around that area. You don't really, and if you're gonna commit, you commit across left or from right. You don't commit across point. You're kind of not ready for this bust, but you're in a nice position for it. Yeah, I think you were doing. I didn't pay too much attention because I looked at what you put, but you were doing the thing where you're like capping point and not looking at choke, and that you're just being punished for not having your sticks up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I want to rewatch that to see if you did what I think you did. My game crashed? Is it crashing? Oh. Oh, baby. The game never crashes. Bad mid fight. Yeah, you want to play from just around that little ammo pack on point if you're not committing. Like, keep rotating with your team, basically. You put some sticks down, then they just immediately... Okay, big issue was, like, going to the right side, I guess. I don't know. You probably should have just been, once you hit, like, that first sticky that hits people, you need to call, like, oh, like, I just got a hit and choke. And then, like, your entire team had to have been, like, ready for this, basically. You could have, like, arced some stickies or something. That buys a lot of time. Because, like, they either have to wait for them to land and clear them, or move into them and die. That would have bought you some time or some frags. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm reviewing exams. I'll figure out the stuff with scheduling in a second, John. Sorry, I'll just finish this and then check the spreadsheet and stuff. Actually, yeah, I don't think I even need any of those. We don't play Monday or Tuesday and already have the Wednesday 20. I'll double check that and message you in the worst case. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you and your team are just unready for that bust. Not ready for that bust, rather. They probably get a free round. Unless Tim Tom clutches. Unless you clutch. Okay. I like not detting until you know you're gonna get a hit. Okay, that's good. Okay. Again, bad position, but we've already gone over that. I really like you shooting at Tetris. Demoman shooting at Tetris is a really strong thing. The only thing I dislike, like I said, is the position. If you play further back, like I said, so at this small health pack but on the opposite side, you can look up at this soldier, get rid of him, and then walk under the church. You know, like... You're just making your life harder for no reason. And this soldier in the church, the only thing that can deal, this guy's meant to be your bitch. The guy in the tower. I think I went over this. I said this on the last one. Or Eon put it in chat. That was it. Eon put it in chat, and I agree with it, man. It's true. Soldier on tower on this mid is the Demoman's bitch. You should be owning this guy. You should just be blasting him with 2 free stickies. Even if you don't kill him, someone else can chip him and clean him up. Or if he sits up there waiting for bows, like, it's just insanity. You can probably just keep shooting stickies at him and he'll eventually die. So, like, he's kind of your job to deal with. And, like, once you've gotten rid of him, you can kind of walk under the church. I still dislike it, because other guys will still fuck you up inside that thing. But it makes it less bad, basically. Left or right? I don't know. As demo, I like left because you get to roll out flower, or like you can go right and roll out flower as well. But left, like you roll out flower and you have immediate team support rather than like potentially being cut off. If I want to roll out flower, then go right. I just really like rolling out flower. I think it's super nice to be 175 and like slightly slow on mid. I'd much rather be the guy who's yeah, exactly. I'd much rather be the guy who's 175 and slightly slower. Oftentimes, that guy that rolls that choke can get early damage on you, and then he just sets you to the exact same amount of health as you. So the correct play is, like, unless he has like a whole carpet of stickies ahead of you, you can just like big dick for his stickies and be the same health as him and be in the same position as him. Alright. Like I said though, I really like the idea of shooting Tetris. Shooting at height is always just a good habit. If you don't know what to do as a mid on demo, just shoot players on high ground. Then you're going to be contributing like at least something, even if it's still not like potentially the correct play. There's never a point where like shooting at height is the bad play. It's always, you're always doing something that way. It's just potentially not optimal. Okay. I guess you play towards Cafe and your pocket towards Choke, which is fine. I prefer the other way around. So it's the same theory as on Protest last. Lobby is a really nice place for soldiers to be in, so you should let him be there. Demo can like deal with like the harder to lock down stuff, so he should lock down the Choke. Soldier can't really do too much about Choke other than like be on the fence or like play the corner. Whereas you can just like play from mid range and just own anything coming through. And I guess he's going to be doing the same thing to Cafe, but with Cafe, like he can play the corner and like do so much more than he can at Choke, basically. But there's nothing like inherently wrong with this. I used to play this like this as well. It's like a team preference thing. If you really don't want to hold Choke, or if he for some reason really doesn't want to hold Cafe, then it's fine. It's really risky of you to do that, but nice awareness to go that way. It's still risky because of that guy in Cafe, exactly as we just saw, but you don't really get punished for it. Yeah. So this is like what happens when you play this way. But like I said, this probably isn't on you. You know, this is just like a team thing. You should probably just switch the roles. Have HR be responsible for Cafe and you be responsible for Choke. It's nice. I think it's reasonable enough to look at that guy, especially on a map like this where there's a lot of distance for them to cover before they can get in. Okay, this is nice. That guy's fucking so owned, but your scout won't go kill him. No. He's clearing stickies instead. He should have cleared one sticky. That scout definitely should have cleared like one sticky and then like tried to like chip him to finish him. Instead of trying to clear the entire trap. That's a free demo kill there, if you play it right. Okay, nice spam. That demo's dead. They have a spy that you don't know about. They force. Okay, this is fine because you don't have to use here if your team plays this right. You get the force by just like being a chode and choke, which is pretty strong. This is a fine trade. Like one demo for the Uber. It's good for you guys. I would say like the enemy team probably shouldn't have popped or shouldn't have had to pop there, but it ends up happening. So I still kind of dislike what you did, but it works. If that was your plan with it, then well played. But otherwise, a bit random. Okay, roll out late into it. You're gonna go lock out any random stragglers. Okay, nice looking at Cafe, even though you're a bit unaware of it at first. Okay. Really nice timing on Cafe. Okay, you get a kill for it, perfect. Pretty well played. Bit slow on locking out Cafe, but or like being aware of it, but that's about it that I can say there.
Our control point is being captured.
I like the way you trapped that up. Those two doors are like the most immediately relevant for like some sort of random rebust or sack. And you're not too well equipped to deal with the other doors. Yeah, I like this. Trapping above top right is pretty nice. I love spamming behind the sack. That's really nice. Extra random pressure. Might make the med force if he gets hit by like a random thing. Yeah, you're playing this pretty well. You're not like being inside of your soldiers, so it's good spacing. It's a mistake like a lot of people make, is to like peek that choke at the same time as their soldier and sit inside his player model. Nice catch on the trap. You don't even need to reset this trap. So one thing you could have been doing after getting that trap, you can open up space for Tim Tom by shooting the sticks on the floor into last. So that demo's super close right now. He wouldn't be super close right now if he had sticks up, or if he is super close, he'd be dead. But instead you're trapping above again. It's better than nothing, but so it's like one thing to consider. Really tiny thing again. I assume you're gonna try and help him with pipe spam. Yeah, he dies. I'm not gonna say he died because of you, but yeah. Okay, nice. See, that's like kind of how it should have went. You just put sticks under the demo and he dies. Spam the gun down. You should just, yeah, this is nice. You walk in, you get the force, you're on good height. You should reload sticks here, and then get Ubered on. Okay, this is epic. Oh, okay, you have nothing loaded? Yeah. I guess you didn't reload enough. Okay, it goes well. It's kind of unlosable for your team. I didn't have view models on, so I couldn't watch you reload. Fuck, that's annoying. I think you probably reloaded poorly there, though. Without being a downer, this map has like a lot more nice stuff going on, but I suspect a lot of that is playing a worse opponent.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
There's nice stuff on process as well. It's just you're being punished a lot harder for the mistakes. Kind of like the way you play that. Okay, this is pretty nice. Pretty good mid. Jesus. My man's got the magneto pipes. You're dead. Okay. Unaware of that scout. That's whatever. He decides to bot for you instead of getting on your med. Or getting out with his. Just unlucky that you're unaware of him. It's really easy to see him on the SCV with a funny wall hack. It's a lot harder in game. You get to mid. Yeah, this is a pretty nice like play to be doing if they're like unaware of you doing this. The other thing you can do is what I really like doing is doing this and like stickying this fence, making it look like you're like missing. and then like not detting those, only pipe spamming, and like sometimes you get a random soldier pick on like the doofus that loves to come sit on the fence and spam into choke. Oh, God bless my sick soul. Okay. And the other thing is you don't want to do this, get the hit, and then like send your soldier like a few seconds later, because that med is going to be back getting a kit or expecting the sack. You need to do it like very, very like close time frame to when the sack goes. Like if your soldier is going right now, you don't know it, but you fucked your soldier. You think you're helping him by getting him like the 30 chip, which is relevant chip by the way, right? Because 100 damage rocket that knocks him into the sky. If he's 120 there, he's gonna crater. If he's 150, he doesn't crater. Yeah, so right now that guy's running. If you were sacking right now, you fucked your soldier. That's like a team play thing. Whoa, there's some insane shit going on. I need to change my demo view models, man. They're too big. Can't believe I used to play with this shit. It's too much in the center of the screen, man. There you go. These are big as well. Oh, whatever. Your med gets forced. You should chill here. Again, so yeah, okay. This is way too much. Like you're like trying to do too much here. A demo supporting a sack should just look like having defensive sticks up and then pipe spamming. This is something I've been working on for myself as well. Like trying to support sacks too much. It's just like going to lead to you getting punished. It can work against a bad team that can't kill you at the same time as dealing with a sack, or like can't punish you immediately after dealing with the sack. But like in an evenly matched game, or like if the enemy team is like decent, you're just going to get punished for this, and it kind of looks like it's exactly what's going to happen to you. Okay, you somehow managed to get out. It's just something to consider. If you're just a way better play than what you did is to set up some random defensive stickies and then just pipe spam. Like that's your support done. And then like reload your stickies, get up a trap on mid, be ready to leave a choke or cafe. Like right now you're not ready to leave. If they're they're covering flower. You could be easily caught by this either. You're caught out as fuck. Okay, you're out. They're dealing with overkills. I mean, but like the only reason you're not caught out here is because you had 2 feeders. So let's you guys go for the force. You had no 6 loaded, you had no trap up on mid. And if the enemy team is like any cleaner or quicker getting in, you wipe to the Uber. Okay, you're punished as fuck here. They're splitting their Uber by doing this, but they're going to be rewarded most likely, yeah. Okay, you get the trade kill, which is pretty good, all things considered. But that was just a team mistake. You guys had 20 disad, you think they wouldn't go off it? Pay close attention to cap times. They only had like 2, maybe 3 on cap. You know for a fact that means the combo is moving. There was an unspotted door and you had 2 spawners. The best play there is probably to leave dungeon. As a combo, or attempt to leave dungeon as best as you can. You can like put sticks down in dungeon to juggle them away as well. That could have been a pretty good play. You kind of do like the next best thing, which is like split that Uber, trade with a guy. But and your team wipes for it. They're gonna have 40 ad. Oh, they push into last. This is pretty bad for them. They need to cancel this. Wait, they're punished. Okay, this is probably a hold. Nice kill on a guy, then resup. That scout's caught in. You didn't have to keep pressing W. You should have caught that guy in, then either backed up and like rotated left, or just rotated left across point. You do not want to hold W into that situation. Like that scout isn't your fight to take, especially that scout with a demo man behind him. So you get like punished for that. It's nice pipes from the enemy demo. This guy's insane, man. This motherfucker never dies. He's hitting every pipe though. Unlucky. Okay. Yeah, left side. You're one of the first through without beam on you and on 100 health, which is a bit risky, but I guess it's kind of free to get in. Again, just me being really nitpicky. But like, a big thing that will like help is to just like, it's probably better to be over disciplined when like learning good habits than to like not stick to them enough. Pick up the good habits, learn the principles behind them, see that you're getting massively rewarded for them, then you can like see like when you can veer off from them and like try doing like your own stuff, you know? Rather than the other way around, which is like stick to that habit sometimes, but you know, assume that everything will go fine just because the situation seems like an easy one by not sticking to them. Maybe I'm wrong for that one. Especially with the sort of player you are, because you're kind of like, you make some nice decisions. Just the big thing is like a lack of discipline in other decisions. And like leaving, stuff like that. You've traded to... There might be a guy behind you. I think Alba's behind. It's even Ubers. You lock those guys out. You can keep pushing this to try to get a force. Okay, well I guess you guys just chill to wait for your soldier. I didn't know there was a player just called 42, man. I thought this was a sweet... I thought this was like a team with Gar on it and Ombra. But maybe it isn't? I don't know. I said I've never seen Gar with the name 42. You get the force. You're walking in. Nice awareness. I like that you're looking around. Nice work trying to lock out the enemy combo. You walk a bit far forward, but it's kind of fine. I mostly like the way you played that. Hello, Sammy. Okay, so here they have ad again. They don't have it yet. That's a sick trap. I did not know you could do that. I trapped the other side of it. Because I didn't know you could do that. Wow, I learned a trap. You learn something new every day. That is a nice one. Okay, this is good. You've got your trap set up in advance and you're far back. It's even Ubers, but you don't know that. They should have 20-30 ad. They just build poor. Okay, you have Uber, so now you can be close. Perfect. You need to be doing this a lot more. You and your entire team in general. You need to stop disrespecting these Ubers. You can definitely punish this guy. Okay, he gets punished. Pretty good. Nice work. Good work from you and your team. The gun's down. Even though you're down one, you can even send another now, off the fact that the gun's dead. But I understand why you wouldn't want to. You should be out of lobby now, especially at this point. You have one spawner coming in and a guy just died. Yeah, you're last to leave lobby. This is a mistake even I made. Like, I probably still make. Never be the... Like, you don't... Exactly as when you leave a point, you want to be, like, the second guy out. First guy out should be your med, second guy out should be you. Same in a lobby situation, you should be the second guy out. I get that it's funny to, like, sit and watch a trap before you leave, but, you're often not going to be rewarded for it. Same story as earlier with, so I was talking about you should always trap point unless you have, like, a reason to not be trapping it. You need to have a reason to be lingering for a kill there. If you think the enemy team is poor at taking lobby, or you haven't shown yourself lingering in lobby yet, and you think you can get, like, an important pick, you know, go for it, right? A pick that gives you another chance to send something. then by all means go for it. But like, you shouldn't make it your default habit to be leaving lobby last so you can watch a funny trap. It should be the other way around. You should leave lobby as you should be one of the first people out of lobby, and you should rarely stick around, right? Because then it's an actual surprise. Like, oh, like this guy actually stayed in lobby. If you're always lingering in lobby, a team with an enemy brain is just going to figure out, oh, like this demo sticks in lobby on his own. Just don't die to his trap and then go kill him. Which it sounds like a theory craft, but really isn't that hard to pull off when there's like multiple doors into the lobby. Just value your life a bit more. You don't get punished for it, but it's a bad habit, and other teams will punish you for it. I think even at this level, teams would punish you for it. It's not exclusive to Prem. Hey man, they're going pretty well, if you ask me. Okay, the snipers are trading frags. Oh, unlucky that he gets flung into you. Okay, yeah, you kind of deserve that kill, to be honest. Maybe I'm too sympathetic to the demo man though. Oh, you can just disrespect the sniper now with that thing up. Oh, okay, never mind. Unlucky that. Oh, this is sick. Oh, dude, HR actually dies there. That's insane. I guess our entire team was on him. I thought he would live between the. He was like full health, maybe even buffed in the banner. That shit's insane. I hit an 11 damage sticky the other day because of that shit. If you've been spotting, you know they have no gun right now. So you could easily just be sacking here. Like, you could even be double sacking into no gun. I do like you holding the right door. I think it makes sense. But at the same time, if you have soldiers playing around it, you need to be looking at another door. Most likely. It's kind of insane that the enemy team isn't punishing you for this by just like spamming into lobby and like trying to get a kill off of spam and setting you guys all super low. I guess it's just letting you sit like free spam classes top right. But they could be abusing the left side of lobby because there's only scouts to stop them from doing things. If they put like a scout and a soldier like there to push you or some shit, and like the demo peeks the other door, not peeks it but spams it, then you're gonna get crunched in lobby super hard. Soldier could probably force his way through lower. Like a scout watching it can watch it, but you can't stop the soldier from going dungeon. Unless he hits like 100 and he's holding it super close. So it's a bit of a suspect lobby hold. Nice trap kill. Demo for scout is a very, very like favorable exchange for you. I guess you just want to exchange then banner push here. You get the force, you get saved, you have the way better exchange. You're charging stickies instead of reloading, and even though you just shot a bunch as well. Okay, I kinda like dropping down here, but I guess your team just doesn't get in behind you. That's weird. Dropping down this way is, like, it seems bad, but it's pretty nice, because it stops you from being here and, like, taking all the same entry spam. I don't know. I really thought your team would be in faster behind you, or on the other door or something. And it's fine, like, that you're getting, like, kind of baited. But they don't make it work, and you kind of don't get enough damage solo.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Yeah, there's probably some sort of miscommunication going on there, I would say. Because your team shouldn't be baiting you like that. Trapping this is probably not going to work. It's too tall a doorway. Maybe it does, maybe I'm wrong. I like trapping the sides of Cafe a lot more. They're not going off their ad. It's good though, you were ready to leave and now you have the Uber, so you can go close. Well, you're close enough to the Uber that it doesn't matter that you go close. Yeah, maybe your team as a whole kind of played worse on the pros as well. It wasn't just that they were a better team, you guys were kind of doing goofier stuff. I only saw you guys out once maybe in that one. Nice pick on that guy. Nice work playing around your sniper. Nice pot. Oh my god! Oh! It's destruction! Okay. That's kind of nice, man.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
It was a bit ballsy, but I like it. Okay. Now you just leave. I think even if you die here, it's fine. Now you're out. Your team gets forced. Oh, by the scout behind. That's not on you. I think dropping down though, definitely. I think you might have even felt like you didn't want to. Dropping down is just like horrible there though, like because of this. I think if you leave with your med, people usually turn around as they leave to be like aware of everything that's going wrong. You probably would have like looked around and you could have gotten that scout maybe before he forces your med. So now it's 5v5 and you have a sniper. If the enemy seems smart, they should just crush you in lobby here. Okay, never mind, Flower's just the GOAT. Okay, that guy's fucking owned. Hell yeah, nice. Okay. Your team gets owned on the other door. Okay. I really don't think you played that too poorly. Let's just oh fuck me, dude. Okay, tick 10 104,000 was it? Oh motherfucker. I did this last time. I hate this shit. Why is that button even there, man?
Alert. The control alert. Alert. The control point is being contested. Alert.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, it's kind of, I think that's like a team decision like thing, not like a you thing. I think you played that pretty well. That maybe you didn't listen to the call that your team was doing the other side, but I don't know. That's like the only world I can think of where you did the wrong thing there. Because to me it looked pretty nice. Okay, you guys hesitate on using the Uber through. Why am I on fucking this guy's cam? Okay. Nice damage. You should be farming these guys, none of them are looking at you. Okay, this is good. Yeah. Okay, they use... You can reposition. You lost the guy to the market gardener. Okay. I kind of disagree with detting just to juggle him away. If you had a scout, it's the correct decision, but you don't. You only have a soldier. And he wasn't even on point. Okay. So, so I think I wasn't on you for the entire time. I think that was poor, like, sticky reloading and sticky usage, though. It's like why you didn't maximize your damage. I don't think it would have changed the outcome, though. But you kind of did put out a massive amount of damage. I just think you could have done more. And so that situation there is exactly why you shouldn't only lock down the right shutter. You should lock down the right shutter, have everyone else go in, and you should be the last guy in, like looking at a bunch of guys, like shooting people with like 80 damage stickies that aren't even looking at you. You know, that's like the situation to be in. That was a perfect situation. They were just like a bit too close to you, and I guess I didn't pay too much attention to what the rest of your team does, but you know, they probably played their roles like a bit poorly. And you also didn't maximize your damage. You need to give up some space, but you can probably refight second here. You want to be loaded for it. You're not reloading stickies right now. You have like half a clip loaded. Nice pipe damage though. Buys you some time to reload at least. You can't fight this. Nice. Okay. Okay. I don't think. So if that was fightable though, if Flower doesn't die or like feed or whatever happened there, I don't know how he died. If Flower isn't dead there, your team is gonna want to fight that, and you're not fully loaded for it, and it's because you're like spamming random pipes, and only one of them hits, which is still it's a pretty like big thing, but you know. Like I said, the big thing about like these like demo when you're demo reviewing and like trying to work on like building good habits, you want to like make your life easier. You shouldn't rely on always hitting the pipe. Pipes aren't always gonna hit, especially as you move up through the divs. Build good habits like always having stickies loaded before a fight. Good like reloading habits and stuff as well. Good awareness to know that you're being trapped behind you. Good from your team to be deleting them as well. Okay. Yeah, again, you're like shipping the med before you've sent the sack, which is only just going to lead to him like running away or like being even more passive. Like you're telegraphing the fact that you're going to sack. You need to hit him and then immediately sack, or like, if possible, hit him while sacking. If you hit him, then wait 5 seconds, then sack, he knows it's coming. And that's like a big part of why like people find stalemates hard to break, is that they telegraph like what their plan is too much. They show like their heal beam at like the door that they plan on pressuring before even doing anything relevant. Okay, nice exchange from your team. You can ignore that guy. Oh, and you're unaware of those guys. And your team's being wiped in Flower. Okay. Well, half your team has been at least. Okay. You probably get second off this though.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Yeah, you didn't really have to jump in. I think you didn't have to jump in, basically. Jumping into a chaotic situation is always a bit risky. I didn't pay attention to like if your med was alive before you jumped, but like when your med's dead, you kind of don't want to jump as well. Or you want to be jumping to packs if you're jumping. Just from like a resource management perspective. It's 10 seconds left. Game's over. Go feed, go! Nice damage on those soldiers. Situation doesn't really matter though anyway. Okay. Yeah, big takeaways is pay more attention to where your scout and med are. Play tight on them. And make sure you're leaving then setting up traps rather than trapping and then leaving. Trapping and then leaving is what leads to you getting caught. It's a really bad habit. You should work on breaking it. But you know, these are things that like a lot of like higher level players make as well. They're just like less pronounced or like less often.